In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Overwatering, underwatering, because when you water from the bottom, that was a gnat. When you water from the bottom, the plant only takes as much as it needs. God, I was on such a good path with that last one. On today's episode, you're not welcome here. We're going to talk about those pesky gnats. I'm going to give you 4 useful tips and tricks to help get rid of those gnat problems for good. Is that a gnat in my drink? Yeah. First thing we want to do when combating gnats is we want to change our water patterns. We want to start watering from the bottom and quit watering from the top. When we water from the top, it leaves a lot of moisture. When we do that, it's a great breeding ground for gnats to lay eggs, and then you get a hatching of larvae. Stop doing that. We'll throw it in the bottom. It'll soak up all the moisture it needs, and then it's done. That topsoil will start to dry. That topsoil will start to dry out, and you'll start to see an elimination of gnats. Second tip for you. This is very easy. All you're going to need, hydrogen peroxide and water. I'll go ahead and make the mix. We got it! I've got 1 part hydrogen peroxide to 3 parts water. Then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to water from the top. This is going to start to kill all the surface larvae, and then it's going to seep down through and kill the eggs in the soil. One of the important things is that larvae can get down into your soil, and then as it hatches, it starts to feed on your roots, causing brown spots, dying off. We don't want to lose our plants. So let's water from the top, shall we? When you start to hear bubbling and fizzing, you know it's working. Oh, I love the sound of death. I like to put a tray under my plant so that it collects the water that comes out. I'm not going to let it sit there. I'm going to get rid of that water because we don't want that going back up, and we don't want it sitting in water. The second tip that I have for you when it comes to combating gnats includes 2 things. Steel wool and a top cover of your choice. You can use fine rocks like fish rocks, or you can go out into your garden, get some pebbles. You can use them as is. You can paint them. You can do whatever you want. Get creative. It's your show. With the steel wool, you take out 1 pad. Unroll it. I have to be careful because I've cut myself a number of times. I recommend using gloves. I'm not doing that right now because we're filming, and that's really stupid. So, this is really fine, and what you're going to want to do is spread it apart a little bit, and then cut it to fit around your plant. Let's get to it, shall we? We've got our steel wool laid, and we've got our glass pebbles and our rock laid. Doesn't that look modern? This is great because now the adult gnats can't get in, and the babies can't get out. This is going to kill them in their tracks. Die. This is going to stop them in their tracks. They can just die. Don't we just hate that? Don't we wish they would just die? Number 4, very simple. You're going to want to take your misting bottle that you use to mist your plants with every day, and you're going to want to take any lemon-scented dish soap. Add about 6 drops to it. Give it a good shake. And when you start to see movement, spray it down. You can do this daily, and it's going to stop those pesky gnats in their tracks. That easy. Thanks for joining me on this show of You're Not Welcome Here. Stay tuned for future helpful tips and tricks with your houseplants. Is that a gnat? You're not welcome here. Bye.